There we go. Our local recording, our backup recording is now up and running. And we're ready to break. So once again, if anyone is interested in these breaks, they will break next week after the release. Pre-selling them now. That's a look at that. And then, yeah, we're ready to go. So our unsold teams tonight, we had a few of those that I sold in the minutes prior to the start here when I went live a little early. So anything you see that says direct sale, that's why it says it. We sold it, or I sold it rather, via chat tonight. So first up is 5 boxes of 2017 Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball. This is a quarter case. It is break number 2, so the second time we have been into this one. Our eBay end date was tonight, the 14th. Live stream schedule also tonight, 12/14 at 10:15 Eastern. And you'll notice we have two special spots up here, Team USA. So that's all of the cards. There are any cards that come out for Team USA will go to that bidding position for Lena Legend. And then any of the cards that say international, where it would normally say a team name and it only says international, those will go to Knighton's, because he bought those via chat. Breaks 3 and 4, there is an international bidding category on eBay, but I neglected to list one for tonight, so there you go. Anything that says no bids buyback, that's an orphan team. No one wanted it, so anything comes out for it stays with me. Anything that says direct sale was a team that did not sell on eBay that I did sell in chat. And otherwise, all the rest of that, yeah, that's all your usernames from eBay. And shipping on this, guys, my expectation is that it'll be Saturday, and I think we should be on track for that. Here's what I'm doing right now. We started, well, those are the ends we had numbered last night. We started this case last night, so all of our remaining boxes, I'm trying to turn them so we don't have the numbering up, that are left, we're going to number them, and we'll let random choose which ones we open tonight versus which ones we will be opening in future breaks. I just like to keep it all nice and transparent so everybody can see what's going on. Well, yeah, Joshua, I mean, they were, of course, priced lower than that on eBay, but, of course, the prices that you see here in chat include the shipping, so you can't assume that someone already has a package coming, so it's essentially still the same price that you're referencing by the time you factor in the shipping costs. So that's why a difference in price. Of course, the starting price on eBay for that team was $4.99, I think. So that's the deal. That's why there's a price difference there. So here are 15 remaining boxes. Of course, we opened 5 boxes last night. We have 15 left, and here we go. We're going to type them in here. The first 5 that come out will be the 5 we opened tonight. The rest will set back down, and they'll be opened in the breaks to come. So this gives us 3, 6, all right, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 12, right? 3, 5, yeah, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 12 are the ones we're going to be opening tonight. So let me get those together. 5 and 6. We'll have to number them on the side by the time we get to the next one. I think both the ends are gone. 3, 5, 6, 8, and 12. All right, I'm going to do one quick thing here. I'm going to change up our focus. You're going to see the background go slightly out of focus. Don't worry, that's intentional. I take it off of autofocus and change it up slightly so that we can look at the cards up a little more closely without all that zooming in and out and crap. No, on eBay tonight, Elite Extra Edition was listed all at $4.99. You might have been looking at Totally Certified Basketball. That's up there for $9.99. But all the Elite Extra Edition is up at $4.99, with the possible exception of International and Team USA. I might have listed those at $9.99, but all the traditional teams are $4.99. And yes, you're right, the Twins did go cheap. Everything tonight went, as you say, dirt cheap. Elite Extra Edition tonight didn't even probably do 2/3 of what it sold for last night, the exact same configuration, but that's how eBay's been lately. Real inconsistent, which is not typical of the way it usually is, but there you go. So you need a little Mariners mojo. All right. Well, let's see if we can conjure you up some Mariners mojo. I mean, there's definitely good stuff we can hit in here. If anybody hasn't broken Elite Extra Edition before, this is Panini's answer to Bowman. So it's mostly prospects. And of course, with that, some of them are going to be well-known prospects, some of them not as well-known prospects, but we all know how that goes. We don't know who the next Aaron Judge is going to be, that you might be picking up very inexpensively today and be worth a lot in a few years or a few months. You never know. So everything in here is going to be numbered, guys. The ones that have this black and gray type of coloring, those are going to be numbered to 999. This is one of the international cards, and that, if you remember, is had its own bidding spot. This is one of the cards I was referencing, and you'll see there where it normally has a team name, it says international. Why isn't it letting me look at that better? Let's change one thing here. Let's change something up slightly and see if that... Let's see if we can see it a little more closely now. Yeah, maybe a little better. So anyway, where it says international as opposed to a team name, that all goes to the international bidding spot. Blue Jays are first out with the Hagen-Danner. And of course, you guys already probably know this, but we're looking for 10 hits a box, 8 autographs, and 2 relics. So it's a 50-hit break. Dominic Smith, numbered to 49. And I have to get my other sleeve out. Nice little quad patch there. And you got three pinstripes in there. There's $9.99, $9.99. Some die cuts. This particular die cut is numbered to 49. It's for the Nationals, and that is Louis Garcia. Right, Joshua. If it says, you've actually asked me 2 questions there, so let me answer those each one of those. If it has a team name on it, of course it's going to go to the team. That international spot is only going to go to the cards that literally say international instead of a team name on them, like this one, for instance. This Diaz says international. So that will go to that bidding spot. Now, when we find one that says, for instance, Baltimore, then of course it's going to go to Baltimore. The second part of your question is the first off the line Prism basketball, and I haven't listed it yet. That's to 149 White Sox, Michael Kopech. Although I hear he's potentially being considered for a trade, but I don't know, hadn't transpired yet anyway. That's to $9.99, and again, another international player. They're kind of rocking out tonight. This one's numbered to 100. And this is just one of our little block cards, dummy cards, whatever you want to call them. I need to flip that over because that code we don't want to have floating out in the universe. Clark Schmidt, and that one is not numbered. 150 Panini rewards points. You know what that means. One of our hits was replaced with that rewards point card, so that will be given out by way of random. Everybody who's in the break, all the teams will go into random, and we'll let random figure out where that's going to go. This is numbered to 200. Tyler Freeman for the Indians. unnumbered. This is a Team USA, so this goes to the Team USA bidding spot. And it is numbered to 99. We usually have a handful of international and a handful of Team USA. Nate Pearson for the Jays to, I think that, yeah, 75. Joe Perez for the Astros. That one is unnumbered. And I tell you what, I need to just take those sleeves out of that package and have them just laying out. That might be a little easier than trying to fight with that thing constantly. Here comes a nice little Royce Lewis. Let's hope it's signed, and it is. Nice hit for the Twins with the Royce Lewis. And then to $9.99 on the Brendan Murphy. We're going to set that over there to remind me to do it. And Joshua, you're asking me when am I going to get those first off the line boxes listed? You know, probably either between now and Sunday. Let's say it like that. Between now and Sunday, I should get those listed along with a handful of other things. And I will list them as a buy it now or best offer type thing. So you won't have to necessarily wait for a specific. I keep hitting the cord on this, and every time I hit the cord, it changes camera. You won't have to wait for a specific day. Just whenever you see it go up, it'll be a buy it now or best offer. For the Phillies, that's to 200. Diamondbacks with the Matt Tabor to 25. Nice low number on that one. Nito, numbered to 99 for the Mets. Oh, Thomas, is that your, was that your Royce Lewis that went by? That's a nice one. It's a nice little hit. And at the right price, too. Another international card, this one to 25. Remember, international has its own bidding, or its own bidding position. Landon Marceau, that is, of course, a Team USA card. Cracked ice, numbered to 24. So Team USA with another one. Drew Ellis for the Diamondbacks. That is to 100. Andres Jimenez. Another Team USA. Willy Adames for the Rays to 99 with the quad relic. What are you asking me there, Joshua? Am I doing what? Selling football by the box? No, I don't have any football listed to sell by the box. Everything I've got, are you talking about what I had up earlier? That was for a break. I had listed if you guys wanted to buy into a random team break for Optic Football, but that's a whole case that we'll be breaking. Marlins to 150, and it comes out next week. Tommy Doyle for the Rockies. Ooh, Kevin Maytan. Nice. Signed. Oh, man. Still nice. For the Braves to 99. I was really hoping that was going to be signed for you, though. Oh, the first off the line, that's not football. It's basketball. It is Prism Basketball first off the line. And I only have 3 boxes of the first off the line. So, yeah, I'm not going to break it. I don't think I'm just going to sell those. There is more regular Prism to break, but I haven't listed it. International on the Geraldo. That's primarily because bidding has been terrible all month. So I'm probably not going to do it until either after the holidays. That is a Team USA, Bryce Tucker. Or I'll do it as a fixed price break or something like that, or a random team break. But I'm not going to risk going in the hole on that. That product's too hot. Joe Adell, numbered to 100. Yeah, I need to look and see on those. I don't even have a reference point on that first off the line. The last time I looked at them, they were bringing a pretty decent price, but I haven't looked at them in the last week or 10 days, so I'll kind of get a reference point for them and then figure out what I'm going to do with them. But I definitely don't want to lose money on those, so I'm not going to just throw them up as a free-for-all. That's numbered to 99 on the Drew Ellis die cut for the Diamondbacks. Julio Rodriguez, there's your Mariner that you wanted a little Mariners love. We found you some. That's numbered to 35. That one is a sticker auto. Looks like we'll be heading, oh, wait a minute. Is Chance Adams, is he a Yankee too? Torres is definitely a Yankee. I think Chance Adams is too. That's to 221 on the dual relic. I'll double check and make sure Chance Adams is a Yankee and not a Met, but I think he is. I know Torres is a Yankee. Another international to 150. Pittsburgh Pirates with Adrian Valerio. Speaking of Torres, there's another one. That one numbered to 149 for the Yankees. Joseph Denard for the for the Marlins to 200. Marco Luciano International numbered to 50. There's a lot. I mean, I knew there was a decent amount of international in here because you can look at the checklist and see that, but there's been more than I even thought because we pulled quite a few in the first break too. Jaron Kendall. Dustin Fowler for the A's, numbered to 49 on the die cut. Abraham Gutierrez for the Braves. That one's a sticker auto. Another Kopic. That one is signed and numbered to 35. So White Sox with a nice low number there. That is, I think, a sticker. Yeah, that is a sticker. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the backgrounds the way they are, what you've got. Twins, Zach Granite to 25. Astros to 75 on the die cut. Marlins die cut, not die cut, Marlins to 100. I got die cut on the brain, don't I? I had a bunch right in a row and get on autopilot. And if you are here for the Super Jumbo, Bowman Draft Super Jumbo, it comes up next as soon as we finish up Elite Extra Edition. And just in general, guys, I'm going to try to get back to, I did some of this a few months ago, and then I got away from it. I'm going to try to get back to it, which is going live a little bit ahead of the actual scheduled start time. And that will be any night that we have unsold teams, or if I'm selling things in advance, like for the random team group breaks and things. Those will all go in there ahead of schedule. If you subscribe to the channel, I think it'll pop up and tell you when I go live. So that's one way to know how to look at that. I won't start the recordings of the break until we do the normal break, but I will usually be live ahead of that in the days ahead. That is a die cut numbered to 49. At least until I figure out a better way to do it. I know there is a better way. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. So till I do, that's the plan. Joey Morgan for the Tigers. That one was not numbered. Shane Baz for the Pirates. That is numbered to 100. $9.99, $9.99. Connor Siebold to 100 for the Phillies. Another international, Emmanuel Rodriguez, die cut to 25. Ronald Acuna. Let's hope this is signed for the Braves. Well, it's not, but it's still a nice little hit. Good size piece of material, numbered to 99. $9.99. Soto for the Cardinals to 200. For the Cardinals again with Johan Ovidio or something similar to that. For the Padres, Louis Almanzar. That's numbered to 50. $9.99. Jacob Gonzalez for the Giants to 75. Connor Seabold for the Phillies. We already had a Seabold go by, but I don't remember if it was autograph or otherwise, but that one's an autograph. Reyes for the Baltimore Orioles to 149. Future Threads. Valeria for the Indians to 99 on the die cut. Red Sox, Tavares, die cut to 75. Larry Ernesto for the Brewers, sticker auto and material on that one, and numbered to 35. Nice low number. Whoops, I almost left him sitting there, didn't I? To 9.99. Lincoln Hensman to 150. Another international. We are killing it with the internationals tonight. Bayron Lora. Just remember, all the internationals have their own little bidding spot, as do the Team USA cards. There's Danny Mars to 149 for the Red Sox. Tigers to 200. There is another Boston Red Sox, Tavares, unnumbered. Julio Rodriguez, numbered to 49. You've got a sticker auto and a material hit there, and that, of course, is a second card for the Mariners. So your Mariners mojo's working out. Both of those two were to $9.99. For the Rangers, Ronald Guzman to 99 with the die cut. Well, why am I all crooked there? Let's try that one more time. Good gracious. Brennan Lund, not numbered. David Peterson, that one is numbered to 75, and it is a die cut. $9.99, $9.99. Nate Pearson again to 150 for the Blue Jays. Connor Seabold for the Phillies, because why not have like a whole match set of him? That's to 75. Alex Fado, here's a nice one coming for the Tigers. Numbered to 15. Really nice hit there for the Detroit Tigers. If you want that or anything else that you might pull tonight in a one-touch, shoot me a message. Always happy to do it at my cost for the case and the PayPal fees, typically around $3. That was to 200. Florial, numbered to 75, die cut. Another Ronald Acuna. Maybe we can get this one signed for you, Braves. Daggone it. All right, not signed, but two different colors on your relics and numbered to 99. And then Ovidio wraps us up. So let me set these off to the side. We got to do a couple of little quick things here before we recap, and our recap will take us a minute because we do have 50 hits here. But I just want to make sure Chance Adams is a Yankee. I'm like 99% that he is, but I want to obviously be 100%, so bear with me a second to make sure I don't have to go to random or anything on that. I don't think I do, but I just want to make certain. We will have to go to random, of course, with our Panini rewards points, so that'll take a minute here. Let me just get Chance looked up. And where are you, brother? Yeah, Yankees. Okay, I was pretty sure. So this card is, in fact, a Yankee. We don't have to worry about random. This bad boy, we do. This replaced one of our hits. So you know what that means. All the teams are going to roll into random.org. And then it's going to choose one for us. It's going to tell us where those reward points are going to go. So I'm going to take you along with me while we go through this process here. You know what? I'm just going to put everybody in there, the International and the Team USA as well, because they're each a bidding spot. So they're all going to go into random alongside here. And we have so many items in here, I don't see any need to hit random, multiple times like we do sometimes. So I'm just going to hit it one time, and wherever it comes up, that's where those points are going to go. But first, let's scroll up to the top and make sure everything is in there. And all of our teams and our International and our Team USA spots were all there. So here we go, guys. And it's going to the Texas Rangers. So this is well, hey, Joshua, you got something. I know you didn't get as many as you wanted, man. I'm sorry about that, but we did at least get you some. So it's better than nothing, right? I would, hopefully. All right, so let's recap our 150 rewards points. That replaced one of our hits. Of course, that's going to the Rangers. I wrote on the sleeve, not on your card, so you can just dump off that sleeve if you want after you get it. And for our recap, I'm going to do a quick little front and back of each of these because there are 50 of them. That's a nice hit for the Tigers to 15. It's a really nice hit. And then, of course, after this, we're going to be rolling into our Bowman Draft Super Jumbo half case break. It'll be the first time we've broken the Super Jumbo. We've broken the regular Jumbo already, but first time for the Super. And once again, if you are interested in participating, type into chat and let me know. But right now I am taking spots for a full case break of 2017 Optic Football. Comes out next Wednesday. It's going to be $35 a team. It's a random team break. That includes shipping and all the supplies and everything. It's all factored into that $35 a team cost. And also coming out next Wednesday is Bowman's Best Baseball. And same thing. I've got a full case of that. The goal is to break it Wednesday evening when it comes out, assuming or hoping that we have all of our spots sold by then. Then it'll break that evening. And it is $37 a team. Once again, random teams and all in. That includes your shipping and materials and all that kind of stuff. And of course, just remember on this break, as we're looking through this, anything that was Team USA went to the Team USA bidding spot. Anything that says International in the place where you would normally see a team designation went to the International bidding spot. Tonight we sold International by way of chat prior to the start of the break. But for breaks 3 and 4, well, I've already added it in for break 3. Break 4, it will get added in tomorrow night, because eBay only lets you do 1, 3, 5, and 7 day auctions. So tomorrow night will be 3 days prior to break 4, so it'll go up then. And that's because I just was a bonehead and forgot to list the International category when I listed it originally. Oh, Josh, you have the Braves and the Orioles in the Bowman Super Draft. Super Jumbo, I mean. Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. Yeah, I'll get it out sometime in my lifetime. Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. Well, you got a good shot at it. I mean, I was really surprised. It did not do well tonight as a whole, the Super Jumbo. In fact, it sold about at the same price the normal jumbo sells for, but the super jumbo has almost twice the hits of the regular jumbo. So nothing went very, very high tonight. So hopefully we'll get you your money's worth out of it. We should have, it's fewer boxes, but more hits per box and tons of cards per box, like so many cards. So here's what we're looking at on our next break coming up. This is 3 boxes of 2017 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. This is a half case break, and break number 1 of the Super Jumbo. I probably should have just kept Bowman Draft in a sequentially running thing, but I somehow didn't. Jumbos have their own break numbers and Super Jumbos have their own break numbers. So anyway, that's where we are. And it is, eBay end date was 12/14, which is tonight. Our live stream schedule also tonight, December 14th. Anything you see that says no bids buyback, well, that's just an unloved, unwanted team, an orphan. And if anything comes out for one of those teams, it will hang out here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for you, my expectation is that we're going to be looking at Saturday to ship the majority of this. And there's a possibility that some of it might not get out until Monday, but I'm going to do my best to get it all out on Saturday. This is a gigantic, it's not gigantic, it's heavy. That's what I should have said. This is a very heavy case of cards because there are so many cards in it. And since this is our first foray into this case, all 6 boxes are going to come out. We'll number them on the end, and random will choose which 3 we open tonight versus which 3 we open in break number 2. That's assuming I can get them out of here. Good grief. Like these guys, you have no idea. These are so big. They are so heavy, and there are so many cards in each of these boxes. I doubt that, I'd say probably every team will have more than a pound of cards. I mean, it's an incredible number of cards per box. I hit the camera, sorry, my fault. All right, there are our 6 boxes all numbered up. We're going to buzz back over to random and punch in our 1 through 6 and see which ones it tells us to open up tonight. All right, well, easy enough. 1, 3, and 6 are the... Well, why do I keep hitting the wrong button? Let's try this again. 1, 3, and 6 we're opening tonight. And then the rest of these will be in break number 2. Like 1 box of this weighs more than some whole cases of cards. It's like, it is insane. How much, you know what? Let's just see how much one of these weighs. I'm just curious. I'm going to see what the weight is on one of these boxes, mainly because I have a scale just sitting right here. All I have to do is turn it on. And I'm just interested to know. So each box is well, 3.5 pounds basically per box. So that's like 10 pounds of cards here. That's just crazy. So, we're going to have 5 autograph cards per box. And an unbelievable number of regular cards. And some inserts and stuff too. That's what the box looks like. You see that's just a little piece of styrofoam takes up the space of what would have been the last pack, because it's an odd number of packs. It's 5 packs. Where'd I put my scissors? So of course, you know the drill. There's a lot of base, and the base and the unnumbered stuff, we are going to cut a path through it. We're going to buzz through it at a pretty good little clip. And anything that is numbered or a refractor or something like that will call out, but otherwise just the paper, regular stuff, we're going to move right on. And of course there's our little chrome center. We'll have a handful of those throughout. Seth Corey, numbered to 499 for the Giants. That is paper. Kyle Wright refractor for the Braves. And a Griffin Canning refractor for the Angels. Adam Hall refractor for the Orioles. And Zach Lothar refractor for the Orioles. And then Eloy Jimenez is an insert. Here is one of our cards with Kyle Wright. Although, doesn't that look, that looks weird. But is that one of our, I guess that's one of our autograph cards, but why doesn't it, is that just a facsimile autograph on there? Maybe? I don't know. We're going to set that aside. I got to look at that again here in a second because I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. For the Brewers, this is definitely an on-card auto. This is numbered to 250. And I'm going to take a look at, this again because that doesn't look right to me. Does that say anything about, yeah, it also doesn't say it's witnessed by Topps or anything like that. So I think that's just a facsimile autograph, guys. That's what it looks like to me. I'm not used to seeing those in here, so sorry about that. I just wanted to double check it. It didn't really look right to me, but then I thought, yeah, well, maybe I better do my due diligence because I'm not accustomed to seeing the facsimiles in Bowman. That's the kind of stuff you normally see in Heritage or Archives or something. Kristen Stewart, refractor for the Tigers. Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals. Jordan Sheffield for the Dodgers. Marcus Dipplin for the Brewers. So basically, if I'm calling them out like that, you then know that it is a refractor by default. And if you guys want me to adjust the pace that I'm going through this, I know it's kind of quick on the base stuff. If you want it to be slower, just let me know. Jump into chat, and I'm happy to go slower with it if you would like. But otherwise, because there's so much of it, in the absence of asking for that, we'll keep on keeping on. Oh, Chris, the facsimile autograph is a short print. Okay. I did not realize that, so that is good to know. And I'm going to tidy some of this up. As you may or may not know, if you've done a break with me before, you do know this. I periodically am going to pick all those cards up back there that we've looked at, and they're going to move off to the side. And there are mats off to my right, so that's where they go. Just over onto the sorting mat, because I don't like them to get really high back there. And I think, where did I put that facsimile auto? I set it aside, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. There it is. Okay. Just want to make sure. So I'll set it where we can recap it. I was disappointed that they didn't have Hunter Green in here. I was really kind of expecting that he would be in here, and I was bummed when I saw the checklist that he wasn't. But speaking of checklists, if you happen to look at the checklist for Bowman's Best, looks pretty awesome. I think it's going to be Of course, you know I love Bowman's Best anyway, because I talk about how much I love it all the time. But I think it's going to be good this year. Nick Allen for the A's. Seth Corey again for the Giants. Lincoln Hensman. Let me get out another set of sleeves here. Yeah, so there's your Hensman. Glenn Otto. Pavin Smith. Nice little Kevin Maytan to 250. Purple parallel for the Braves. Taylor Walls for the Rays. I don't know why I can't seem to get the sleeves open tonight. I don't know what my problem is. They don't seem to want to open up too well for me. Major League MLB draft history. Barry Larkin. We'll find a bunch of those Major League draft histories. I thought Riley Pint might be numbered, but he's not. Whoops. Gavin Lux was hiding back there. Scott Kingery for the Phillies. Will Benson, Indians. Ian Anderson for the Braves. Freddie Peralta. Let's get our chrome aside. I hope that they get Hunter Green and some stuff pretty soon. I mean, it's just silly that he wouldn't have been in here, I think. But I guess Topps doesn't probably care too much about what I think in regard to their checklist. But I was surprised he wasn't. And when I pre-ordered Draft, I pre-ordered it thinking that Hunter Green would be in it, so I ordered a little more than maybe I would have otherwise, because there were a couple in that I kind of thought we'd find that ended up not making the checklist, so you never know with Topps, really. Or Panini either, as far as that goes. Jake Berger for the White Sox, numbered to 499. That one is paper. Nice little Riley Mahan for the Marlins. Brendan Murphy, Brewers. Cade McClure, White Sox. Clemens for the Blue Jays. Fernando Tatis insert. Recommended viewing, Mariners. A little Nick Senzel insert. Yay for my Cincinnati Reds. Joey Morgan for the Tigers. It's our autograph out of that pack. Draft history, Halladay. So where do you guys think Manny Machado is going to end up? I mean, it sounds like they're pretty well set on getting him traded, but they just haven't found a deal for him yet. So I think it'll be interesting to see where he goes. Franklin Perez, Astros. Fernando Tatis, Padres. Cody Sedlock, Orioles. Anderson Tejeda, Rangers. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have, but it's just weird that they would save Hunter for 2018. I mean, you know, why would they? It just doesn't make sense that they would. Yeah, I guess that's what they've done, but I'm surprised that he wasn't in this draft. Maybe they just haven't been able to make an autograph deal with him yet. He definitely has an autograph deal with Panini, because he's been an Elite Extra Edition. In fact, I pulled a nice one out of either 2015 or 2016 Elite Extra Edition not too long ago. It was numbered to 15, because I did just some, like, one box 2015, one box 2016 Elite Extra Edition breaks, just quick and easy, low buy-in. In fact, I've got some more of those pairings I need to do. And in one of the boxes, we pulled out Hunter to 15. Well, yeah, I mean, I agree. It'll definitely help sales when they do put him in, but it would have helped sales on this too, as far as that goes, you know. It's just odd that they wouldn't use him as much as they could, because I think everybody's pretty excited about him. And why would you put in Brendan McKay and some of the others and not put in Hunter? I don't know. I just thought it was an odd choice. So that's why I started thinking maybe they don't have a deal in place with him yet, or maybe he just didn't get his stuff signed, or who knows. I'm sure there's some reason why. And you may be right. Maybe it is just all about the sales, and they thought this would do fine without him, and they wanted him for something else. But we'll see. He'll show up eventually. Honestly, we're not that far down the road from having 2018 Bowman come out. I mean, regular paper Bowman, wax Bowman, whatever you want to call it. But they are saying that it's going to be in short supply, which is always dreadful to hear in advance. Camposano for the Padres, Cal Mitchell for the Pirates. Cooper for the Dodgers. Mason House for the Padres. Seth Corey again. This one's to 99 and it's paper for the Giants. But I feel like we've said Seth Corey like 100 times. Kyle Wright insert. Here's a nice little hit for the Twins with Brent Rooker to 50. We don't know how good Brent Rooker is going to end up being, but we do know finding him to 50 on a first Bowman is a good thing. If he turns out to be a good player, you'll be very happy to have that. David Peterson for the Mets. Blue parallel numbered to 150. But then, of course, you never know. I mean, sometimes people don't wait to sell them. I'm kind of a buy and hold, you know, when it comes to prospecting. But a lot of people aren't. A lot of people will just get them and flip them right away if they're buying for the purpose of reselling. But not me. I'm more of a buy and hold. Lucas Ursig for the Brewers. Oh, there's TJ for my Cincinnati Reds. Yay. Will Smith, Dodgers. Mateo for the A's. Oh, Chris, you're a diehard Reds fan. Awesome. It doesn't seem like that there are as many Reds fans out there. We have had some hard years. I did not go to Reds Fest. I just saw that. I somehow read the bottom of your messages before I read up to the top. I don't know why I did that. I did not go to Reds Fest. There was someone else who breaks with me very often did go, and he said it was amazing. And he got, I want to say he said like 20-something balls signed, like a tremendous number of signatures. He was really happy. But, of course, he said as soon as Nick Senzel and some of those guys showed up that everybody immediately shifted over to their line. Corbin Martin for the Astros, which I'm not surprised to hear. Well, I just shot that sleeve I don't know where, so we'll just get a new one. Hooker for the Twins. Oh, there it is, conveniently. Landed on top of the Evan White for the Mariners. Shane Baz for the Pirates. A little Acuna insert. Perez numbered to 250. That's paper for the Cardinals. And a nice little Justice Sheffield to 200 on the blue 70th anniversary parallel. Ricky Henderson on the insert for draft history, of course. Taylor Walls for the Tampa Bay Rays to 499. Yeah, to tell you the truth, I'm just not great with crowds. I used to be much more, I guess tolerant is the word, of crowds than I am now. I find the older I get, the happier I am just to watch things from my couch. Isn't that awful? I know. I used to always want to be everywhere live. And the older I get, the less I like being in crowds. People always pushing you and shoving you and just generally making things miserable. Wyatt Mills for the Mariners. Peyton Remy for the Cubs. Adonis Medina for the Phillies. And AJ coming out for the A's. Of course, part of that is, I'm sure, a result of the fact that virtually anything you want to see is televised now, which, as you all well know, was not the case many years ago. When I was growing up, most things you wanted to see were not televised. But now they are. Because of all the regional sports networks and everything else, that seems like pretty much any game you can find somewhere. And then you don't have to pay parking and pay for the tickets and spend $80 to buy food that will give you a heart attack by morning. You know, it's just, there's a lot to be said for it. The atmosphere is fantastic, and I do still really like being at live events once I'm there. I just don't like the idea of fighting all the people and the traffic and the crowds and the parking, and so that kind of stuff. But I think it's cool that they do Reds Fest. It's always a nice little way to interact with the fans and say thank you or whatnot. Tell you what, let's turn those that way. Then they're less in my way. So how many autographs did you get there, Chris? And did you get the big ones? Did you get Hunter and Nick Senzel and Joey Votto and those guys? Probably be mad I didn't go if they get rid of Billy Hamilton and a few others that it sounds like we're trying to trade away, which makes me sad. Jacob Heatherly for the Reds. Strotman for the Rays. Clinton Hawk for the Marlins. Cole Brannon, Red Sox. Tristan McKenzie for the Indians, 250 and paper. There's a little Brendan McKay. Pavin Smith for the D-backs is our autograph hit, numbered to 499. Chang for the Indians. Trammell for the Reds. Armenteros for the A's. And Justice Sheffield for the Yankees. I think I need to divvy that stack up. That was getting too tall as well. I'll be interested to see how much of 2018 Bowman is really out there. I mean, they're coming out saying it's going to be essentially short printed is not the right word, but not printed in the quantities that it is some years, allegedly. So they're kind of already creating the demand for it by saying, hey, you can't get as much as you want. You can only get this much. And I hope they don't do that all year long, but they might. That's certainly what most baseball was like this past year. Your son's first grade teacher was Jesse Winker's first grade teacher. Oh, that's wild. Haha, that's cool. So they got to go walk around with Jesse Winker. You know, I love that kid. He's better than I thought he was going to be. I really like him. And I tell you who else was, obviously, to all of us, a big surprise, or I think to all of us. Scooter Gennett, right? Like, who thought that guy was going to come in playing the way he did? I mean, I kind of thought with the trade, yeah, well, you know, he'll show up here and there, but we shouldn't really expect too much from him. He played great. That's to 499 for the Tigers. That's paper. Alex Fado. Trevor Rogers for the Marlins. Alex Lang, Cubs. Ryan Valade. Is it Valade or Valade? I say Valade. It's probably wrong. Will Crow for the Nats. Nice little Mackenzie Gore insert. And a recommended viewing Diamondbacks insert. Our autograph out of that pack for the Phillies. Adam Hazley. Draft history insert Randy Johnson. Jesse Winker is a nice guy. I'm glad to hear that. He seems like he would be a nice guy. And as I said, he played better than I thought he would. Not that I thought he was going to be bad. I never thought he was going to be bad. I thought he would be good, but he's played better than I thought he would. Perdomo for the Blue Jays. Joey Morgan for the Tigers. Noah Bremer for the Rangers. And Francisco Rios. Oh, Blue Jays. I don't think I said Blue Jays. I just said Francisco Rios, and yeah, okay. Blue Jays. Oh. Sorry about that. I just, that fell right off the stack. Brendan Little. But he doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear on that, but what happened right there is that stray little kitty. You guys have heard me talk about him now for few weeks since I found him. He just walked by and he has the worst gas I have ever encountered in my life, human or animal. And he just walked by and gassed me, man. It was bad. Whew! And I momentarily kind of looked down to see where was he going and hoping he was moving on through. And and that's what happened. It slid off the top of my pile there. But that little cat, he's just going to do me in if he does not stop that. It is brutal. Brutal, brutal. Worst part is he likes to come in the bedroom at night because the brother and sister cat that I already had, they sleep usually in the bedroom, and so he's decided to come in there, and man, he wakes you up and gasses you. It's terrible. I have got to find a home for that little cat. But he's going to be hard to find a home for him when he stinks up the joint, right? Like somebody will come look at him and say, like, don't think so. Denard for the Marlins. Smith for the Yankees. Bacon for the Braves. Austin Beck for the A's. And a nice little Tanner Houck for the Red Sox, numbered 250. That one is paper. An Adele insert. For the Twins, numbered to 200 in the blue 70th anniversary parallel, the Riley Waddell. Recommended viewing, Yankees. Oh, nice hit for the Sox. Gavin Sheets, numbered to 50 in the gold parallel. Yeah, so my mother came over here today. She wanted to play with that little kitten. And don't you know, he just like ran, wouldn't he? Every time she tried to pick him up, he would play with her, but every time she wanted to pick him up or pet him or something, he would just run. He's quite a stubborn, stinky little cat. Matt Manning for the Tigers. Diaz for the Dodgers. Thompson for the Mets. Kaiboom. Is it Kaiboom? Keyboom for the Nationals. And I should know that because his brother plays as well, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, actually, my mom gave me grief today because I named the kitten Monkey. And I also call him Little Dude, and so it kind of turned into Little Monkey Dude. But mostly I call him Monkey. But lately, I've taken to calling him Stinky Kitten for obvious reasons. So all day today, when she was over here, I kept calling him Stinky Kitten, and she did not approve of that. She said I was going to confuse him, and he wasn't going to know his name. I kind of figure, well, if he gets adopted by somebody else, they're going to name him something else anyway, so I figure it doesn't really matter. Well, my screens keep trying to time out on me over there. Daggone it. Now that was just my fault getting in a hurry. Charlie Barnes for the Twins. It doesn't seem to have done him any damage, which is, of course, why we have the mat. But still, the goal would be that they not come off the top of the pile. Joe Adele for the Angels. Mackenzie Gore, there he is, for the Padres. Fado for the Tigers. David Peterson, Mets. Kraus for the Rangers to 150. That one's paper. Another little Nick Senzel insert. Oh, a nice little Ronald Acuna for the Braves to 250 in the purple parallel. Recommended viewing, White Sox. Speaking of the White Sox, here's Gonzalez autograph hit. Draft history, Derek Jeter. Matthew Watley, Rangers. Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. Desmond Lindsay for the Mets. And Tavares for the Phillies. This is going to be quite interesting to sort. There's going to be so many cards for each team. I'd say the majority, most if not all, of the teams out of this break will end up going by way of priority mail, because weight-wise, they'll be over the limit for first class. I mean, I guess technically you could send them by what I would call a slow boat to China method and send them parcel post or something, but I don't really do that. I typically send them priority if they go over the weight limit for first class. The only exception would be if it was a crazy amount of money. If it was a really heavy package going all the way across the country and they wanted $20 or something, then maybe I might have to consider an alternate method. Because I didn't make money on this break, so, you know, wouldn't want to go further into the hole if I could help it. But outside of that, I don't mind paying a little extra on them. Taylor Houck to $4.99, that's paper for the Red Sox. Quentin Holmes, Indians. Sam Carlson, Mariners. Drew Waters, Braves. Warmoth for the Blue Jays, Mateo insert. Astros with a little blue parallel to 150. Recommended viewing insert for the Brewers. Brendan Murphy for the Brewers is our autograph hit out of that pack. Chris, I do for sure do a recap of the autograph hits at the end of the break. I don't always, I don't recap, of course, all of the refractors because there's too many of them. But I will recap the autographs for sure. Diaz for the Brewers. Clifton for the Cubs. Ortiz, also Brewers. And Tyler Ivey for the Astros. That was a lot of chrome with no refractors in it. Usually there's a couple of refractors in that, in a big group like that, but not that time. All right, busting into the final box, although it will still take us a while. Well, couldn't see that very well. That's our empty box, except for the little piece of styrofoam they put in there to balance it out. All right, let's see what we can find here. Enlow for the Twins. Gaddis for the Rockies. Oh, good grief. That was a mess. Cash Case for the Reds. Sometimes I can't tell if the sleeve is open. I think it's open and then I can't tell. And so I'm trying to slide it in there and then it's actually not open. That's the 250 for the Mets, and that is paper. Another recommended viewing insert. Tomei for the Indians. Mark Vientos for the Mets. Purple parallel numbered to 250 is our signature hit from this pack. Nick Sulick for the Yankees. TJ, is that Zuck? I don't know how to say his name, for the Blue Jays. Will Craig, Pirates. Gavin Lux for the Dodgers. Well, I need to adjust my stack of refractors over there. If you happen to miss me saying it earlier, my expectation is that these cards will ship either Saturday or Monday. It's also possible that some will get out on Saturday and some will get out on Monday. Sometimes I get them all sorted and prepped, but then I run out of time while printing the labels. So in those instances, sometimes they don't all get out in the same day, but I do get them all sorted and prepped in the same day because I don't like to split that up just in case. I think it's better that they all go out, at least all get ready to ship at once, and then worst case scenario, if I run out of time to print all the labels, the rest of them would go on Monday. Bubba Thompson for the Rangers. Jake Berger, White Sox. Espinoza for the Padres. Abbott for the Cubs. Clark Schmidt insert. Carlson to 250, purple parallel for the Cardinals. Recommended viewing. Tristan Lutz for the Brewers is our autograph hit. Ryan Sandberg, MLB draft history. Forget about that with the Phillies. You know, you always think of Ryan Sandberg as being Cubs. Ibanez for the Rangers. Trevor Steppen for the Yankees. For the Twins, Waddell. Juan Soto for the Nats. So we have 3 packs to go out of this third box, which will be our 3 boxes, of course, make a half case of Super Jumbos. 4 boxes make a half case of regular Jumbo. But of course, more of everything in the Super Jumbo. More cards, more hits, more everything. That's numbered to 499 for the Rays, and it is a paper card. For the Dodgers, Marinin. For the Pirates, D-backs, my Cincinnati Reds, Royce Lewis insert, Cubbies /99, Peyton Remy. Card feels thick, like cut thicker than the others. I'm sure it's not, but it just felt like it was. And Sam Carlson for the Mariners was our autograph hit out of that pack. There's a nice little Torres refractor for the Yankees. Dylan Cease for the White Sox. Reed for the Padres. Gerardo for the Rangers. We're getting there, guys. I know this is a long break. I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I expect this will be a super long break to sort as well. I'll probably have to double up. I'll have to put down another set of sorting mats and expand my space. I'll run out of room. Probably as many cards as we're going to have in this one. Blue Jays. The Danner. Melendez for the Royals. Tristan Lutz, Brewers. Nate Pearson for the Jays. Gavin Lux, or Shane, why did I say Gavin Lux? Shane Baz, blue parallel paper to 150 for the Pirates. Insert for the Brewers. Rangers to 150, blue parallel. Little Royce Lewis, Brent Rooker Twins insert. Pettit, Yankees draft history insert. And Zach Lothar, numbered to 99 for the Orioles. Nice low number green parallel there for the Orioles. A's or Angels? We've had stuff for the A's and Angels, but I don't know if it was signatures. It might have been refractors, but we've definitely had some stuff for the A's and the Angels. Forrest Whitley, Cal Quantrill, Freddie Tarnock, and Nick Raquette for the Nationals. But we're going to try to create a little extra mojo for you here in this last pack, Chris, since you're asking for it. Let's see if we can get the card-breaking universe to deliver a hit for you for the A's or the Angels. All right, last pack out of this half-case Super Jumbo break. The back half of this case is already listed, but I don't really remember when it breaks. But it's pretty soon. Also got a little Topps update breaking over the weekend. It's the last of the Topps update that I have. It's a case of wax. We'll break half over the weekend and the other half sometime in the days ahead. And then, of course, we've got the rest of the Elite Extra Edition case that will break as well. That is numbered to 499. Kramer Robertson paper for the Cardinals. Houck for the Red Sox. Smith for the D-backs. It's a nice little Royce Lewis refractor for the Twins. Kraus for the Rangers. Brendan McKay insert for the Rays. Recommended viewing for the Pirates. Diamondbacks, our signature hit out of this, Pavin Smith. Draft history insert Carlton Fisk. Tillo for the Royals. Perez for the Cardinals. Jones for the Angels. And Kyle Lewis for the Mariners. All right, so give me a hot second here to get some of this stacked over into the sorting area so I can feel better about it not being in big high stacks, and then we'll recap our hits. And if you didn't hear me say it earlier, or you just are watching this on the recorded version and you scrolled ahead to the part where we are recapping, expect this to ship out either Saturday or Monday. So, Kyle Wright, this is the facsimile signature for the Braves, and Chris was nice enough to let me know that is a short print. I wasn't quite sure, but he let me know that it is, and of course that actually not a real signature, but a printed facsimile signature on the Kyle Wright. The rest of these are real on-card autos. Pavin Smith for the Diamondbacks. Zach Lothar for the Orioles to 99 in the green parallel. Sam Carlson, Mariners. Tristan Lutz, Brewers. Vientos for the Mets to 250 in the purple parallel. Brendan Murphy, Brewers. Luis Gonzalez, White Sox. Gavin Sheets, White Sox to 50 in the gold parallel. Adam Hazley, Phillies. Pavin Smith again for the D-backs. Taylor Walls for the Rays. David Peterson, Mets to 150. Joey Morgan, Tigers. Taylor Walls, Rays. And then the Keston, I can't say it. Herrera, I know that's not right. I can't get it out. It's to 250 for the Brewers on the class of 2017 insert set. And that is it for tonight. Once again, guys, I thank everybody for participating. Always appreciate you bidding with me and breaking with me and jumping in and keeping me company on chat. I keep hitting this camera, don't I? Yeah, I do. And, yeah, so, of course, we break something almost every night. We'll take a few nights off around the holidays. But for the most part, we break stuff most every night. So, hopefully, I will see you again on another break. In the meantime, if you're interested in one of these, let me know. These are both selling right now off of eBay. The one case break of Optic Football and the one case of Bowman's Best. They're both random team breaks. And my expectation is we'll break them about 8 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday the 20th. If it happens that all the spots are not sold by then, of course, we would have to adjust that time until such time as we get the spots sold. But that's kind of the game plan. Thanks again, guys. Have a great rest of your night. We're almost to the weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.